enter the profound world of My Three Sons, one of the most popular family sitcoms of the 1960s, made an indelible mark on audiences. Debuting in 1960 and lasting 12 years with more than 370 episodes, the series is not only a warm story about father-son love in a motherless family, but also a testament to the power of resilience and love. Love your family in difficult times. Featuring the main character Steve Douglas, played by Fred MacMurray, a widower raising his three sons with the help of his grandfather Bub and later his uncle Charlie. My Three Sons brought the audience a feeling of familiarity and warmth. But hidden behind the bright lights of the studio, the innocent smiles and happy moments are the heartbreaking stories of the actors who participated in this film. Tragic deaths not only make fans sad, but also evoke many deep emotions about the shortness of life. Fred MacMurray, born August 30th, 1908, in Kankakee, Illinois, was one of Hollywood's brightest stars from the 1930s to the 1960s. Born into an artistic family, his mother was a music teacher and his father was a musician. Violinist, Fred showed an early passion for art from an early age. After graduating from high school, he attended Carroll University in Wisconsin, where he began his music career before turning to acting. MacMurray married twice in his life. The first marriage to Lillian Lamont lasted from 1936 until her death in 1953. They had two adopted children, a son, Robert, and a daughter, Susan. After the death of his first wife, he remarried actress June Haver in 1954. This marriage lasted until his death, and the couple had twin daughters, Catherine and Laurie. Fred MacMurray was known as a devoted father and husband. While his acting career is always busy, he always tries to make time for his family and is known for loving a simple life away from the spotlight. He and his family lived on a large farm in Sonoma Valley, California, where Fred could indulge his passion for agriculture and animals. MacMurray began his acting career on Broadway before signing with Paramount in the 1930s. His career spanned more than 40 years, with more than 100 films, including hits. Crowd like Double Indemnity, 1944, a legendary film noir directed by Billy Wilder, in which he co-starred with Barbara Stanwyck. The role in this film helped Fred MacMurray affirm his place in cinema history with a role that opposed the nice man image he often portrayed. However, his most famous role is that of Steve Douglas in the television series My Three Sons, 1960 to 1972, which lasted 12 years and marked him as the perfect father figure in American culture. This is also the role that audiences remember most when mentioning Fred MacMurray. The warmth, humor, and genuine affection he brought to the character Steve Douglas made millions of viewers across America feel close and intimate with this character. Fred MacMurray's old age was not very peaceful as he began to have many health problems. In 1988, he had a stroke that gradually weakened his health. After many years of battling illness, MacMurray died on November 5, 1991, in Santa Monica, California, from complications of pneumonia. He was 83 years old. Fred MacMurray is remembered not only for his illustrious acting career, but also for his kindness and diligence. He is one of the most beloved and respected actors in Hollywood cinema, leaving an eternal legacy on the silver screen and in the hearts of fans. William Frawley, born February 26, 1887, in Burlington, Iowa, is one of Hollywood's veteran comedians, famous for his rough but charismatic acting style. Born into an Irish family, Frawley's family life was not easy. In 1914, he married actress Edna Louise Brote. However, the relationship was tumultuous and ended in divorce in 1927, leaving no children. After his failed marriage, William Frawley apparently did not remarry and lived a single life for the rest of his life. He often devotes his time to work and career and is known for his somewhat austere lifestyle, sometimes haunted by personal problems such as alcohol and strained relationships with colleagues. William Frawley truly broke through on the small screen when he took on the role of Fred Mertz in the hit movie I Love Lucy, 1951 to 1957. The role of the grumpy but humorous neighbor made Frawley a familiar face in the hearts of audiences and made a big mark in television history. The success of his role as Fred Mertz helped him become a symbol of the roles of difficult but kind-hearted old people. Or I Love Lucy. Frawley continues to make a strong impression as Grandpa Bub in the famous television series My Three Sons. The character of Mr. Bub, a grandfather who often nags but loves his grandchildren very much, is one of the important factors that bring charm to the show. However, health problems began to affect him as he got older. In 1965, due to poor health, Frawley had to leave My Three Sons. This has caused disappointment for fans and colleagues. William Frawley's life gradually came to an end as he struggled with many illnesses, especially heart problems. On March 3, 1966, while walking on the streets of Hollywood, he suddenly suffered a heart attack. He was taken to the hospital, but did not survive and breathed his last breath right there. William Frawley's sudden passing shocked many of his fans and close colleagues. He was 79 years old. William Frawley is not only remembered for his illustrious acting career with classic roles, but also for his resilient spirit in overcoming personal difficulties. Although his life was not lacking in ups and downs, his professionalism and love for his job have always been a source of inspiration for future generations of actors. His sudden death in the heart of Hollywood, where he spent most of his life, seemed to close a great chapter in the history of American television, leaving an indelible mark. Tim Considine, born on December 31, 1940 in Los Angeles, California, entered the entertainment industry at a very young age and quickly became a prominent star with his handsome appearance and excellent acting ability. In My Three Sons, he plays the eldest son Mike Douglas, an exemplary and ideal character, giving the audience the image of a responsible young man who takes care of his family. Tim Considine grew up in a family with an artistic tradition. His father was John Considine, a famous film producer, and his mother, Carmen, was the daughter of a theater professional. Tim married actress Charlotte Stewart in 1965, but the marriage only lasted a few years. He later remarried Willett Hunt in 1979, and the two had a son named Christopher. Considine always keeps her family life quite private, not letting the noise of the entertainment industry affect her home. Tim Considine is not only famous for My Three Sons, but also has an impressive film career with roles in films such as The Shaggy Dog, 1959, E.T. the Daring Dobermans, 1973. He was also a famous photographer and writer after leaving the screen, a diverse career that always made him loved and respected. Tim Considine passed away on March 3, 2022 at the age of 81. His passing left deep sadness in the hearts of those who watched My Three Sons and the works he contributed to art. Although the exact cause is not publicly announced, age and health problems caused him to leave life quietly, leaving a void in the hearts of his fans. His death ended a long journey for a television icon, but the image of his eldest son Mike remained. My Three Sons will forever be imprinted in the audience's memories. Don Grady, born June 8, 1944 in San Diego, California, is a multi-talented star in the entertainment industry. He entered the artistic life at an early age, becoming a prominent actor and later a talented musician. In the hit movie My Three Sons, Don plays Robbie Douglas, the second son with a handsome, likable appearance and outstanding personality, quickly winning the hearts of audiences around the world. Don Grady comes from a family with an artistic tradition, with his mother being a dancer and his father being a salesman. He married Virginia "Ginny" Lizader in 1985, and the two had 2 children, a son and a daughter, completing a warm and happy family life. Don has always been known as a devoted and loving father, despite his extremely busy acting and music career. Not only was he successful with his role as Robbie Douglas in My Three Sons, Don Grady also proved his musical talent as a musician and singer. He was one of the members of the famous band The Yellow Balloon and wrote many soundtracks for television shows and movies. His music is always creative and emotional, making Don a familiar face not only on screen but also in the music world. Although Don Grady was always full of energy and creativity, he could not fight cancer. He died on June 27, 2012 at the age of 68 after a long and difficult battle with the disease. Don's passing left a huge void in the entertainment industry and in the hearts of his fans around the world. Unfulfilled dreams and unwritten songs forever become deeply engraved regrets, leaving behind a respectable image of a talented, versatile, and passionate artist. Beverly Garland, born October 17, 1926 in Santa Cruz, California, is a veteran Hollywood actor. With her strong and personal acting style, she has made a deep impression in many films and television shows, but her role as Barbara Harper Douglas in My Three Sons is one of the most prominent roles in her career. When appearing as Steve Douglas's second wife, Garland brought a breath of fresh air to the film, becoming an image of warmth and gentleness, helping the film continue to attract audiences. Beverly Garland married Fillmore Crank, a real estate developer, in 1960. They have 2 children, a son and a daughter. Besides her successful career, she is also a devoted wife and mother, always prioritizing her family despite facing a busy schedule in the entertainment industry. Although Beverly Garland was known for her strong spirit and strong will, she could not avoid the onset of illness. After a long struggle with health complications, Garland passed away on December 5, 2008, at the age of 82. Her passing was a great loss for the film and television industry, but her image still lives forever in the hearts of fans thanks to her outstanding roles and vibrant smile on screen. Meredith MacMurray, born May 30, 1944 in Houston, Texas, is a famous actress and singer of the 1960s and 1970s. With her delicate beauty and charming acting style, she captured the hearts of thousands of people. Million audiences, especially through her role as Sally and Morrison, Robbie's wife in the film My Three Sons. Her character brought sophistication and romance to the film, and MacMurray quickly became a symbol of a modern, intelligent, and independent woman. Meredith MacMurray was married 3 times in her life, first to Greg Mullive, 1969 to 1987, a famous television actor, and they had a daughter named Allison. Although their marriage did not last, MacMurray is always remembered as a loving mother who cared for her daughter with love. Fate was not kind to Meredith MacMurray when she was diagnosed with brain cancer in the late 1990s. Her battle with the disease was a journey full of pain and challenges. Despite fighting with all his might, MacMurray could not overcome the evil disease. She passed away on July 14, 2000, at the age of 56. Meredith MacMurray's passing left a huge void in the entertainment industry and in the hearts of her fans. William Demarest, born February 27, 1892 in St. Paul, Minnesota, is one of Hollywood's veteran faces with a career spanning decades. He is remembered for his most prominent role in My Three Sons, when he took over the role of Uncle Charlie O'Casey from 1965, replacing William Frawley, who had to leave the series due to health reasons. Demarest's role as Uncle Charlie brings laughter and warmth to the audience, thanks to his natural, humorous, and emotional acting style. Demarest has experienced much trauma in his personal life. He married Estelle Collette in 1923, and they were together for 59 years, until her death in 1983, the same year he died. However, his family not only encountered difficulties from the loss of his wife, but also from the departure of other family members, which deeply affected his spirit. He had no children, and the loneliness of his personal life led him to seek solace in his acting career. William Demarest's career spanned more than 50 years, with more than 140 films and television shows. He began his career in the silent film era, but his name only really stood out in humorous and lovable roles during Hollywood's golden age. Role in My Three Sons was a highlight of his career, bringing him widespread recognition and love from audiences. Demarest was also nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Role in the film The Jolson Story, 1946. At the end of his life, William Demarest faced many serious health problems. He suffered from pneumonia and prostate cancer, 2 diseases that exhausted him. Although he fought vigorously, Demarest died on December 28, 1983, at the age of 91. His death marked the end of a long journey in the entertainment industry, but his impressive career and memorable roles still live on in the hearts of audiences. John Howard, born April 14, 1913 in Cleveland, Ohio, was a prominent actor during Hollywood's golden era. He comes from a normal family and studied at Case Western Reserve University. Howard's career began to flourish when he was discovered by film producers, and from then on he gradually made a name for himself in the film industry with many prominent roles. Howard married Eva Ralph in 1937, and they had 3 children. His family is described as private and rarely appears in public. John Howard has had a long and varied acting career. He is known for his role in the film Lost Horizon, 1937, and film series Bulldog Drummond, where he portrayed the main character. In addition, he also had a notable role in the Philadelphia Story, 1940, with Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. In the television series My Three Sons, beginning in 1964, he played Dave Welch, a close friend of main character Steve Douglas, Fred MacMurray. Howard is loved by the audience thanks to his talent and honest, approachable acting style. John Howard died on February 19, 1995, at the age of 81, after facing many health problems in his later years. He left behind a legacy of memorable roles, a symbol of talent and dedication in the entertainment industry. His death is not only a loss for his family, but also a regret for those who were fans of his works. His roles are still remembered, and his story is a reminder of the personal challenges that many artists go through in their careers and lives. John Gallaudet was born on August 23, 1903 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is a talented actor who has appeared in many films and television shows, but his most notable role is as Bob Anderson on the popular television series My Three Sons in 1960. Gallaudet's life and career were a long journey, full of challenges, but also full of memorable artistic contributions. John Gallaudet married politician Eleanor Roque before entering his acting career, and they had 3 children together. Gallaudet's acting career began in the 1930s, and over the decades he appeared in hundreds of roles. He played supporting roles in many major films, such as Mildred Pierce, 1945, E.T. the Killing, 1956, but television audiences remember him best as Bob Anderson in My Three Sons. With his sophisticated acting style and ease of expressing complex emotions, Gallaudet captured the hearts of audiences. He also regularly appears on many other famous television shows such as Perry Mason, The Twilight Zone, and Dragnet. John Gallaudet died on November 5, 1983, at the age of 80, in Los Angeles, California. His death was determined to be due to complications related to old age. Gallaudet's passing is not only a loss for the family, but also a regret for the American film and television industry. He left behind a legacy of memorable performances that are a testament to his talent and passion for the arts. Although he brought joy to millions of audiences, Gallaudet's life was also fraught with personal challenges, reminding us that even those who make art face their own difficulties. Joan Tompkins was born on July 9, 1915, in Mount Vernon, New York. She is a talented actress, known for her diverse roles on stage, television, and film. Joan is known for her role as Lorraine Miller in the famous television series My Three Sons in 1967, a small role but left a memorable mark in the hearts of the audience. Joan Tompkins has a fulfilling family life with her husband, actor Karl Swenson, who is famous for his roles in many films and television shows. The couple is married and has a happy family life. They have 4 children together. However, tragedy struck when Karl Swenson passed away in 1978. The loss of her husband was a huge shock to her, but she remained resilient and continued to live a simple and low-key life. On screen, Joan Tompkins began her acting career in the 1940s and quickly made a name for herself on Broadway before moving to television and film. She has appeared in many famous television shows such as The Twilight Zone, The Fugitive, Perry Mason, and Bonanza, along with a series of other roles. She is also remembered for her roles in My Three Sons and The Andy Griffith Show. With her profound and delicate acting ability, Joan always brings a sense of authenticity to each character she takes on, from touching roles to strong and complex characters. Joan Tompkins died on January 29, 2005, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 89. She passed away of natural causes, leaving behind grief for her family, friends, and fans. Her death marked the end of a life full of passion and dedication to art. The personal challenges that Joan had to overcome in her life, from losing her beloved husband to fighting life's hardships, made her a model of resilience and determination. Heart. Joan Tompkins is remembered not only for her artistic contributions, but also for her strong spirit and kindness in life. The legacy she left behind is the image of a talented woman who overcame all difficulties to live fully with passion and love for her family. Olive Dunbar, born March 30th, 1925, is a talented and beloved actress in the American film and television industry. She is known for her diverse and in-depth acting career, especially for her role as Ruth Pfeiffer in the famous television series My Three Sons since 1961. Olive's life and career are a testament to her resilience and passion for art, but also contain personal challenges that she had to overcome to pursue her dreams. Olive Dunbar lived a simple, private life. She married and lived happily with her husband. Olive's family often stayed away from the spotlight, so information about her private life was not made public. Olive Dunbar's career spanned decades of notable roles. She appeared in many television and Broadway films, but played the role of Ruth Pfeiffer in My Three Sons. The 1960s left its deepest mark. My Three Sons is one of the famous family dramas of its time, and Olive's role brought the audience memorable moments of family love and compassion. Outside My Three Sons, Olive also participated in many other television shows and movies, including Perry Mason, The Twilight Zone, and The Fugitive. Her natural and realistic acting ability has helped her build a solid career. Although she is not the most famous star, she is always respected by her colleagues and fans. Olive Dunbar passed away on February 8, 2017, at the age of 91, after a long period of facing age-related decline in health. Her passing left a deep sadness for her family, friends, and those who loved her roles. Olive lived a long and full life, facing many challenges, but she was always resilient and never gave up her passion for acting. The legacy she left behind is not just her roles, acting on screen, but also being an example of patience, passion, and determination to pursue what you love, despite all difficulties. Eleanor, Audley, born November 19, 1905, is a famous Hollywood actress and voice artist. Throughout her career, she has been loved for her roles not only on screen but also in animated works. She played the role of Mrs. Vincent in My Three Sons since 1969, but Eleanor is also better known to audiences through her villainous roles in Disney animated films such as Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty, 1959, and Lady Tremaine in Cinderella, 1950. Eleanor Audley is quite private about her personal life, rarely revealing her family life to the public. She has no children, and information about her husband or relationships is rarely made public. However, her acting career has always been her greatest passion, helping her overcome difficult and lonely times. Audley started her career on Broadway before entering Hollywood. She became a familiar face in TV shows and movies, but it was her voice acting roles that made her a legend. With her deep and powerful voice, Eleanor created haunting villains like Maleficent and Lady Tremaine, making a strong impression on generations of audiences. In addition, she also appeared in many other famous television series such as The Dick Van Dyke Show, Perry Mason, and The Beverly Hillbillies. In particular, the role in My Three Sons marking her presence in one of the most beloved family films at the time. Eleanor Audley passed away on November 25, 1991, at the age of 86. She died of respiratory failure, marking the end of a venerable career. Her passing left a big void in the hearts of audiences who loved the works she contributed, especially the classic animated villains she voiced. Eleanor Audley is not only a talented actress, but also an icon in the entertainment industry, with her voice and acting leaving a deep mark in cinema history. Joan Vohs, born July 30, 1927, is a talented actress and dancer. She took on the role of Jan Deering in My Three Sons from 1964, contributing to the creation of one of the most famous family films of its time. With her exquisite beauty and sophisticated acting ability, Joan has built an impressive career in the world of film and television. Joan Vohs is a family woman. She married her husband John W. Singleton in 1951, and the two lived happily together until Joan's death. They have 2 children, and Joan always tries to balance her acting career with her role as a mother and wife. A peaceful family life has given Joan great motivation in her career. Before starting her acting career, Joan Vohs was a professional ballet dancer. She appeared on many stages and television shows before entering the film industry. Her acting career exploded in the 1950s and 1960s, with roles in My Three Sons is one of the important marks. Outside My Three Sons, Joan also participated in films such as The 30-Foot Bride of Candy Rock and The Homecoming, along with many other television programs. She has always been known for her graceful acting and genuine emotions, attracting the love of audiences and colleagues. Joan Vohs died on June 4, 2001, at the age of 73, from heart failure. Her passing left a deep sadness in the hearts of her family, friends, and fans. Joan leaves behind a legacy of poignant roles, evocative of the loves, hopes, and losses that she so brilliantly portrayed on screen. Her life story is a reminder of the complexity of love and pain, which is not always apparent on the outside. Besides the heartbreaking stories, My Three Sons remains a monument in television history where family love and life lessons are conveyed through each episode. The actors who contributed to the film, even though they have passed away, still live forever in the hearts of millions of loving viewers. Their smiles on screen will always be light amidst the sadness of life. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in My Three Sons, and who do you miss the most? Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.